everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time coming here, welcome to my funky ferrets. So today's video I wanted to make or discuss, what are you doing? She's just staring. This video I wanted to discuss something that I have been asked to make a video on quite a few times, and then also it kind of correlates with the whole how to get your parents to get you a ferret, or how to convince your parents to get you a ferret, because I've gotten that comment so many times that you guys want me to make a video on how to convince your parents to get a ferret. Well, that is not this video, but this video is going to be about why I think you should get more than one ferret, or you should get another ferret. Reason number one why you should get another ferret is they are very social creatures. They thrive in groups and pairs, and seriously, just using my own babies as an example, I could not imagine if I only had one of them. When we got Narnar, he was by himself for maybe like 2 weeks, and then we brought Jinxie home, and he was so excited. He dove right on top of her. They just immediately started playing, and even though I spent so much time with him, because when I got him, I was only 18 years old, and I got him in the summer, so I ended college, and I don't even remember if I guess I had to have been working then, but I was home pretty often, so I was with him like all day and spending all my time with him. But no matter how much time you can dedicate to your ferret, which I obviously hope that you can, it's not the same as if there was another one of their kind with them. Like, as much as you can play with them using your hands, you know, your hand is not another ferret. Like, your hand and you playing with them can only give them so much, and it's just great for them to have a companion that is the same as them. Does that make sense? Like, you're human, you're never going to be a ferret, and you're never going to, as much as you bond with them, yes, sure, but it's just nice for them to have social interaction with something that is the same as them. Reason number two why you should get more than one ferret, kind of similar to what I said before, but they are just such loving little creatures. And again, as much as you can play with them, cuddle with them, all of that type of stuff, once again, you're a human, you're never going to be the size of a ferret, so even if they sleep in your room with you, I don't know, it's just not the same. Like, watching my little guys in their hammocks and in their cages and in their beds, like, they have a whole cage. Well, that's only for the nighttime. They have a cage at night, and then they have the entire room that is filled with like beds and blankets and hammocks and just places that they can sleep. And they all choose to sleep directly on top of each other. Like, they want to be near each other, and they like spending time with each other. Also, they clean each other's ears. That's something that Narnar does a lot, but that's just another cute little loving trait that they have. Like, they groom each other, and they just take care of each other, and I can just really see how much that they care about each other. And now that Narnar's sick, I swear that they know that he's sick, because he'll be sleeping and the rest of them will just come up and like nudge him and like poke their little noses at him to make sure that he is okay. And it's just so obvious, having more than one of them, seeing how much love that they really are capable of. Reason number three why you should get another ferret is that they are very active and very prone to boredom. So depending on, I imagine that you are of school-going age or have a job, because why would you have a ferret if you were not of school-going age? You have to be like 4 to go to school. Whatever you do, if you're in school, if you're in whatever, college, you have a job, chances are that you are not going to be home with your pet the entire day. No matter, I mean, I guess now technically people work from home a lot, but generally you are not going to be home for the majority of the day. So you're leaving your pet alone. You're leaving your ferret alone for a decent size of the day, and just think of it as, do you want them to be alone, or do you want them to have a little buddy? I'm also hoping that you went the route of either free roaming them, or at least giving them a room when you're not home, like I do, because throughout the day, if I'm home, I will take them upstairs and they get to like walk around the other rooms. But if I'm not home, they still have this one room, and you have to think about that they're just going to be alone in this room when you're not here. And it's just also so nice, even when I am down here and I'm just doing my own thing, like doing school or doing anything else, they can just play with each other. Like, they are just jumping around and just playing, being so excited. But especially very young ferrets are very, very active, and they love to play. They love to duke. They love to do their little dances. They love to just jump around. So if you aren't home to give them that time, you can just, their little buddy, they can just play together. One thing that I also love seeing when I'm at work, because I have the camera down here, I have I have like a motion detector, so sometimes if it says motion or sound detected, I'll just go on the camera and I just see them playing because they have their own little schedules. Like they have their own sleeping schedule. Sometimes I will feed them and then I have to go to work. So I just leave them down here to play and I just see them playing. Like I just catch them playing and then I can move the camera around and like I'll see them all huddled in a ball, just sleeping on top of each other. And then later on they'll just get up and play again. So it just gives them the freedom to just play. I know I keep saying play, but that's what ferrets do. Like they love to play. They love to socialize, love to bop around. So it's just nice when you aren't home that it gives me peace of mind knowing that they're not bored. Like, and you don't have to always be so like, oh, I have to be home to socialize my ferret. Like, yes, you do. But if you have more than one, then they at least can hang out with each other and they're not going to be so bored. The poor little ferret's not going to be going insane when you get home. Also, if you do keep them in the cage when you're not home, you're literally locking your one little baby in there by themselves, and that sucks. At least, you know, they have a buddy in there that they can cuddle up to and sniff and lick each other's ears and do whatever they feel like doing. Reason number 4 why you should get another ferret. This, I guess, would vary on each person's experience, but in my own, the ferret that you've had first will typically train the other ferrets, or not that they will train them, but they will learn. The newer ferret or newer ferrets that you get will learn from the previous one. Depending, again, this is only if you had 1 or 2 or however many prior to getting, again, however many more you're getting. If you get them as a pair or as a group in the beginning, this does not apply. But what I've noticed in the beginning is when I trained Nar to go on the wee-wee pads and go in his litter box, the rest of them followed and they kind of like pick up from each other. Same with food. When I had Jinx and Nar on, I've gone through a whole food journey, but they were on Wysong in the beginning, or they were on like Marshalls. Then that's another video, okay? Go to that video if you want to hear me talk about that. But they were on a bunch of different foods, whatever. So when I got Kitty Dough and then I got Pina, they were on Wysong, I think. So it was easier to just wean them off of Marshalls, which is what they were fed when I first got them, Kitty Dough and Pina, because they saw Nar and Jinx eating that certain food. And same with the wee pads, and same with just everything in the room pretty much. They learned from the other 2 ferrets. They learned just, I don't know, how to play, where everything is, what they can and can't do. Like just by observing the other ferrets, they typically pick up on stuff quickly. It's the same with dogs and cats and other pets and animals. So that's just something that I've personally noticed, that they tend to copy the older ferret's behavior. So if you have a very well-trained ferret, that is just a bonus for you. Reason number 5 why you should get another ferret. So I guess this isn't technically a reason, this is just now my opinion. I personally believe that you should get a minimum of 3. I know 3 kind of sounds like a lot, not really to an average like ferret owner like myself. I don't think I actually know anybody that has less than 3, or like I know people that have 1 and then 3. Like I don't really know many that have a pair, but maybe you do. But especially if you have a pair, they become bonded so quickly, and then they become so attached. And that's not to say that bigger groups don't obviously all get attached to each other as well, but think of it, if you've had a bonded pair for so many years together and then the one eventually passes away, like the remaining ferret is just left to grieve. And like I've genuinely experienced and heard stories of people's ferrets grieving, and they're heartbroken when the ferret that they were so bonded to dies. So I think that it's just smart to have 3. Not that you're, expecting, or I guess, I mean, you do have to plan. Like it sucks and it's the worst thing ever, but it is a part of pet ownership and it's horrible and it sucks a lot, but you have to think about it, and you don't want your remaining ferret to get heartbroken and get sad and then get sick all on their own, get depressed. Like animals genuinely get depressed and they can stop eating and have their own health problems related to that one once their bonded pair or their buddy dies. So it's just good to have a third. That way, God forbid, when something, or if something happens to the one, the other 2 can lean on each other. So I don't know, that's what I think, because you're already dealing with the horrible loss of your one pet, and then you have to now see your other pet grieving, and they might still grieve no matter what, but at least they will have another little buddy to just sleep next to and cuddle up next to when they are both grieving the loss, or you're all grieving the loss of the one ferret. And that about sums it up for my reasons why you should get another ferret. There's probably a ton more, but these are just the ones that came to my brain. So I hope that this helped you in whether you're convincing someone, whether you want to convince yourself that you think that it's smart to get another ferret if you only have one, or if you have two now and you want to get a third. I hope that this helps you, and I hope that you enjoyed. I hope you consider getting more than one ferret if you don't have any and you want to venture into ferret ownership. All right, I hope that you enjoyed, okay? Thank you so very much for watching, and please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next video. Bye.